Assalamualaikum. We are from Group H and today we are going to present our group project which is the immune booster bracelet. Next, this is our group members which is Muhammad Romi, Chen Siyi, Nur Atira, Aidil Hari Anwar, Nur Aliyah Dalila and Anwar Abdullah. Okay, next I will proceed to the introduction of our project. About 178 million cases of COVID-19 infections and about 3.86 million of deaths caused by COVID-19 worldwide as the middle of June 2021. Although vaccines are already accessible for some people, the process to encourage and distribute it to most of the human population may take quite a long time. People who did not yet receive vaccination depend fully on their antibody and immune system to protect themselves from the virus. Hence, the immune booster bracelet was invented to accelerate the production of antibodies against coronavirus using extreme low frequency wave. Electromagnetic field exposure is able to perform immune cell activation by increasing the level of free radicals, which are the intermediates in natural processes like mitochondrial metabolism and phagocytosis. The increase of free radicals able to induce macrophage cell activation and hence the human immune system can be increased and can prevent body from easily infected from various kind of diseases.
Okay, moving on to theory and design that we implemented in the Immune Booster Bracelet IBB. First of all, did you know that electromagnetic field EMF of lower frequency up to 200 MHz are commonly used in medicine for diagnosis and therapy, such as magnetic resonance imaging (MRI), radio frequency ablation (RFA), and shortwave diathermy. Research shows that extreme low frequency electromagnetic field EMF affects the initial cellular event in the body. In other words, cell activation, including immune cells activation. Moreover, study shows that the human body which is exposed to EMF over the frequency range of 10 to 50 Hz and intensity range of 0.55 to 1.56 millitesla have an increase in cell proliferation, and the range is unlikely to bring any harm to cellular processes and system that could damage DNA like other high frequency waves in long-term exposure. Immune cell production, which is located in the lymphatic system, plays an important role in the immune function of the body. It is the first line of defense against the disease. Those who have weaker immune system body which don't respond as well to vaccines are called immunocompromised people, which the term used for people who born with weaker immune system or without it. They might find it quite problematic to deal with COVID-19 because their body are fragile to COVID-19 even after vaccination. Okay, next. Overall, the main design of Immune Booster Bracelet IBB are the extreme low frequency electromagnetic field generator, which is embedded in the bracelet and QR code scanner. Okay, next. The first features is extreme low frequency electromagnetic field generator that generates EMF from the IBB through the body in order to trigger cell regulatory processes. The process involves the induction of free radical production which are able to interact with DNA or other cellular components. This can lead to potentiation of free radical dependent effects. Such processes can therefore be likely targets of EMF-induced cellular responses. In macrophages, physiological activation is associated with the onset of phagocytosis and leads to increased formation of reactive oxygen species (ROS) level in pore ester, which activate neutrophil, thus boost the immune system. Next. The bottom figure shows pathway of ROS involvement in cellular reaction when exposed to EMF, while the top figure shows that IBB emits EMF through lymphatic system. Next. EMFs can be described mathematically using Maxwell equation and magnetic field inside solenoid equation, where the Maxwell equation E is electrical field, B is the magnetic field, mu naught is the magnetic constant, J is the current per unit area, epsilon naught is the electric constant. The second equation is involving the magnetic field inside a solenoid with n-turn loops, and the length of the L is given by B equal to mu at capital N multiplied with I over capital L. Practically, EMF are produced when a current flows through a solenoid. Thus, making these two equations are important in order to create an accurate ELF EMF intensity range between 0.55 to 1.56 millitesla. Next. The second feature is QR code scanner. The IBB bracelet is also equipped with QR code that store vaccination data such as person's name, address, type of vaccine taken, place of vaccination, and more importantly, have been vaccinated or not. This IBB will help to differentiate those people who already took the vaccination and those who didn't yet, which will make the vaccination process in certain places easier. Infrared watermarking is used to embed infrared QR code information into the explicit QR code to strengthen the anti-counterfeiting features. Therefore, the QR code cannot be altered or illegally duplicated, which will endanger the information security of user.
Okay, for the next one is results. Okay, for result, the modern technology generate a large amount of very low frequency electromagnetic field (ELF, EMF). So the mechanism that may influence immune cell response were also investigated. So by interacting physical and biology characteristic of ELF, EMF, so it can interact to have a positive or detrimental influence on immune cell response. So the short term exposure to ELF EMF may have the beneficial effect of activating immune response cells such as macrophages. So a number of experiments in vitro have found that cells proliferate differently after being exposed to EMF. So human lymphocytes subjected to a 5 millitesla showed an increase in cell progression. So this is report from Rosenthal and Orbe on 1989. So due to the low level of energy exposition, which is considerable below that necessary to impact the metabolic rate of human body, extremely low frequency electromagnetic fields are usually thought to be safe for human health. So this is the picture of how the EMF will like. This is just the illustration of EMF will affect the cell to boost our immune system. Okay, for the next one is we do a survey on a Google form. So we ask for that how many people have a weak immune system that known as immunocompromisation. So out of 31, so 64% of it have a do not have a weak immune, but other the rest have a weak immune system, and then uh, almost 75% that do not know that ELF, EMF can boost our immune system. Uh, so 19, almost 30 response of 31 response agree that we need to increase our boost. We need to boost our immune system so that we can have the ideal output of the vaccine, and it will like speed up the process of vaccination. And then uh 87.1% are interested in the bracelet that we are working on. Then again, for the next one is the discussion. So these projects aim to propose a solution which could boost the production of antibodies by wearing the immune booster bracelet known as an IBB, which could help to accelerate the production of antibodies. People who have a weaker bodies are recommended to take this bracelet because the bracelet contain nanotechnology that emits extreme low frequency ELF radiation. The main design of the immune booster bracelet IBB is integrated from extreme low frequency ELF electromagnetic field EMF generator, which is emitted by the nanotechnology embedded in a bracelet and equipped with a QR code. So the design is in the form of a bracelet because it is easy to carry anywhere, and this IBB will be given to those who have received their first dose of vaccination. It is because ELF EMF is generated by the IBB and circulated throughout the body to active the cell regulation mechanism. Perhaps in another 2 years, this bracelet technology could become another good alternative with the help of vaccination, which can help in reducing the COVID-19 morbidity and mortality.
In conclusion, immune cells can be activated using extreme low frequency electromagnetic field as effector of cellular response in vitro. However, exposure to the electromagnetic field must be monitored properly by the expert as it can cause other side effects such as DNA damage and increase the risk of tumor development with exposure to high frequency excessively. Therefore, with the right approach, electromagnetic wave can be used as a medium to increase human health status, with many more to be explored, including activation of immune cells. Thank you.